Can you believe that the famed singer Bruno Mars has accumulated some serious debt to the tune of $50 million and he owes it to the MGM Grand Casino? Stay tuned.
Don't nobody go in the bathroom for about 45 minutes.
You done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
You got knocked the fuck out. What's happening?
Yes, the super talented artist with many chart-topping hits, Bruno Mars, is reportedly a seasoned gambler. So this didn't just start right now. Now, it's wide whispers in Vegas that Bruno Mars is on the hook $50 million to the MGM Grand Casino. Now, Bruno Mars started this partnership with the MGM Grand Casino in 2016. Now, as you can imagine, this partnership comes with amazing accommodations and amazing perks, but none of the perks is about paying back gambling debt. So the MGM and Mars collaborated by launching the Pinkyring Lounge at the Bellagio, and this was around Super Bowl time. Bruno Mars has discussed some gambling associations in Los Angeles before this incident when he was only 19 years old. So now, this leads me to the question, does Bruno Mars have a gambling problem? This is not a one-off incident. He's partnering with a casino in Vegas and he just start gambling and it gets out of hand and there's $50 million in debt. No, he's a seasoned gambler. According to Mars, I used to be like a loudmouth. You know, the guy people will want to take his money. If you get them to lose, they're gunning for you. This is what Mars said in 2013. So Mars owes millions to the MGM from gambling. He makes about $90 million a year from his partnership with the MGM Grand, and he has to pay back his debt. After taxes, this comes out to about $1.5 million per performance, per show for Bruno Mars, which is a great living. He's making some big money, but if he don't correct his habits, his negative habits, it's going to drain all his increase. Now, according to Mars, I remember my first bet. My hand was shaking, he recalled. A guy called me out on it and embarrassed me. Now, Mars lost $100, an amount he couldn't spare, and he shouldn't have been gambling with it in the first place. According to Mars, you got to lose. He said you just have to lose to win, to understand. Now, here's the thing, Mars. I truly understand we all got to get uncomfortable in order to get comfortable. But your version of this is a little extreme. You don't have to lose in this manner because this is irresponsible. Now, I like to gamble some, but I had to assess myself and realize why did I like to gamble? And what I realized is that I love the environment. I love the bright lights. I love the opportunity to make money. I love the fast pace. I love all that. But I had to put some parameters on my gambling. I had to treat gambling like a business. So I had to create boundaries. Low investment, big return, right? And I strongly encourage you, Bruno Mars, to do the same thing. With society promoting gambling so much, it's very difficult to people that like gambling and to the addicts. In fact, this reminds me when I went to college on a football scholarship. I attended Temple University on a football scholarship. So I was labeled a scholar athlete. But when I got to Temple, what I realized, and this is with all college athletes, for what I understand, you're treated like an athletic scholar. So, you know, they switched up. It's not scholar first, it's athletic scholar. So the athletics takes precedence. So if I miss a practice, I get reamed out. I'm going to pay for that. But I could skip missing classes here and there and get away with it. So the true emphasis is on the sport. Now let's look at sports these days, professional sports. The emphasis is more on gambling than the sport. So I get it. When you look at the official sponsors of the NFL being FanDuel and DraftKings, come on. Even the analysts are using analytics of gambling for the pick that, you know, to promote the sport. So this is not making it easy on gambling, people that love to gamble and gambling addicts. But to you, Bruno Mars, here's my suggestions for you. I strongly suggest you get some new friends. Because obviously the friends that are in your corner now, the people you're around are just yes people. They just want to accommodate you so they can continue to benefit off whatever they're benefiting from. Number two, I strongly suggest that you create boundaries and define your gambling addiction or your gambling habit. I need you to clinically define it. Right? So that you can then create some replacement behaviors or some adjustments to put yourself in a better position for success. Here's the thing. Nobody can do this but you, Bruno Mars. Now, you make a ton of money and you're super talented. In fact, you remind me of one of the throwback Motown singers that used to blow from the depths of their soul. You got that ability. But for whom much is given, much is required. So again, be more responsible with your money. Hang around some different people. Set some boundaries for your gambling habits and create an atmosphere so that you can put yourself in a better position when gambling, or maybe you need to cut it out completely. But that's up to you. We're pulling for you, Bruno Mars. We love you. We want to hear more music from you. Control the gambling. And to all of you watching, thank you so much for watching. I surely appreciate you. So you be great. And more importantly, be blessed.